Okay, Kevin, stop. Don't touch anything else with your mic because it sounds perfect. It is clear, and it actually sounds like your mic is picking up what you're saying. I don't know what you did, but it was not working before. I'm almost positive you thought it was working, and it was just there as a prop. Yeah, I mean, people with beds in the backgrounds of their videos are just like absolute losers. They, I mean, I'm pretty sure they've lost all will to live. Oh, oh, I have a bed in my background. Oof. Ah, good one, Kev. Good one. I thought you said that the fact that both Pokemon have different gyms. You said I think it's pretty unique, but the way it sounded was you said I think it's pretty weak. And I was like, weak? And I had to rewind it and listen. I was like, no, no, he said unique. Okay, yeah. So I don't plan ahead when it comes to Pokemon. Maybe I should get a goatee. I just go with the flow. I see a Pokemon I like, I start using it, and then I find another Pokemon and I like it, and then 6 Pokemon later I find a new Pokemon. I'm like, ah, oh, but I like this Pokemon. Who am I gonna replace? Who am I gonna kick out in order to put this one there? Because at that point I have some sort of bond with at least 3 of my Pokemon, and the other two are like, I think I can like you better, but I don't know if I'm gonna like you more or less than the one I'm about to put into my party. I don't know. We'll see this time. Depends on like. I wonder if it correlates to like how I name my Pokemon. Like if I look at a Pokemon and I immediately see like a punny name, I can name it. Like most Pokemon are already named after, their animal and a pun, but I'm talking like inappropriate pun. Inappropriate. No, it doesn't work, but it kind of does. You can download games on the Switch, Kevin. You can download as long as you have a SD card that's large enough to hold it. I got a pretty large. I don't remember what it is, but I got a pretty large SD card, so that I'm able to download stuff. But I tend not to because I'm a physical collector type guy. I buy like games I don't care about collecting, just games that I want to play. But for the most part, like you've seen it, I have like a stack of my games that are like this large for Switch. So you were saying you don't know what to play, and obviously I'm gonna play Pokemon, but I am feeling entertainment overload. All the shows are coming back, and they all come back all at once, and all these games come out, and I can't keep up with the shows. I'm now watching extra wrestling every week, where I was watching Raw and SmackDown. Now I'm watching Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AEW. It's a position I've put myself in, but it's like stressful because I want to watch everything and I'm behind on other shows, and then new shows start up. Now Mandalorian's starting tomorrow, and I'm gonna need to make sure that I watch that every week. I mean, it's a good time to be alive. I mean, we got Mandalorian, we got Star Wars coming out, we got Zelda just came out, we got Call of Duty came out, we got Pokemon coming out. We got a lot of cool things happening at the end of 2019 and cool things happening in 2020. So if you're an entertainment fan, you have a lot of good things to look forward to. I got a new keyboard. So this is my old keyboard, and you see it's super slim. It's got like the low keys, and at some point I spilled apple juice on the keypad, and it was fine. Like I was able to clean it up. I vacuumed out as much as I could, and it was fine. Randomly, the past week, it started sticking. These buttons are all sticking, and so is a numlock and this key. And I decided that I was gonna take them off to clean them, and yeah, they they just don't stay on anymore. This one, yeah, it's because the plastic pieces that you know, act as the spring to bring it back down are the flimsiest things ever. I thought my old keyboard had flimsy these things, but no, this one's even worse. So I wanted to get one, but I didn't want to keep getting this because I went through another one of these before, and it's I don't know, they're nice and all, but I wanted to try something different. So I went ahead and I got a mechanical keyboard, but I didn't want one of the ones with like the flashy lights like you have, and I didn't want one large. So I got this guy. It's a Velocifier, I think it's called. Yeah. And this is what it is. It's super thick. It's like super thick. But it's actually, dimensions wise, other than the thickness, smaller. Well, it's the same distance wide, but it's thinner this way. It's not as long as my other keyboard. So that one has battery powered, like AAA. This one I'm gonna have to actually charge when it dies. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the fact that the keys are like translucent, the numbers and stuff. Because I don't want the lights on, you know, and I'm gonna have to remember to turn off the light every night. So, and I'm not sure if I'm happy with how loud it is. That's me swiping my finger across it. This is just me typing lightly. And I did buy these these rubber rings to put on each key. It didn't come yet. I just got it today because I thought it was coming in the box, but I was mistaken. And here is the backlight. And now if I turn my monitor off, right, and I turn my camera light off, and I turn this off, this is how bright it is. I'm not sure I enjoy how bright it is, especially if it's, you know, all the way over here. And it's making, you know, I know you can't see anything right now, but I will do this and do that and turn this back on. But it shines up to the ceiling. It's bright enough to shine to the ceiling. And I'm going to have to remember to do this before I go to bed. Or just turn the thing off altogether. I want to buy new keys so I don't have to worry about this. But apparently keys are expensive, unless I'm just not looking in the right place. And do all keys fit this? I don't know. Like these guys up here, they're all white, you know, like the guys at the top there. Why couldn't they all just be like that? Why couldn't it just be like the light shines through the insides like it already does, and the actual keys themselves are just painted on? But no, you gotta make things more difficult for Tom. This is heavy, and I haven't typed on a mechanical keyboard, at least not with keys this thick, in a long time. I think the reason that I got rid of my old mechanical keyboard was that the in-between was just getting like gross and annoying to clean. And these have barely any space. It's like a laptop keyboard. It's got like barely any space. But the one with this is just, you try to take one key off and it's just, the little pins break. I've talked way too long about a keyboard, but this is not my question of the day, but I want you to show me how loud your mechanical keyboard is. I've played the new maps. Well, no, I'm sorry. I played one new map, and it's actually that close-quartered one, and I really enjoyed it the one time I played it. It felt like it was supposed to be close-quartered, so it wasn't infuriating when somebody came up behind me, because that felt like the point of it. The other maps, I get pissed off because they are big, and somehow someone's always behind you, and that doesn't make sense to me. But with the small map that's supposed to be close quarter, it makes total sense. So, you know, Everybody picks their nose. Come on now. And I often think, why is it so gross when people pick their nose? But smoking cigarettes is like socially acceptable and like the cool thing to do. If you ask me, smoking cigarettes is way grosser, way more gross than picking your nose. Picking your nose, you pick it and you wipe it and you wash your hands. But smokers, they smoke and it makes everything gross. It makes the ceiling gross. It makes the walls gross. It makes the people smell. It makes their fingers smell. And they don't wash their hands afterwards because they don't know that they smell because they're so used to the smell. And they just think it's normal. And they come in and they smell like smoke. And it is just gross. But like, those people are cool. It's a cool thing to do in school. Smoke. But God forbid somebody picks their nose. I love when like I'm driving and I look over to somebody in their car and they're just like, and then they look at me and they're like this, and I'm just like, I don't actually wave at them. I should. But I mean, like, the only time I'm really embarrassed at work is like when I thought I was muted on a call and I wasn't, and I let out a large fart. Oh man, but like, I'm not embarrassed by much. So my question of the day is, what do you think about them announcing that there's going to be a Into the Spider-Verse 2? Into the Spider-Verse 2. I hope it's good. Hey everybody, thanks for making it to the end of the video. As always, hit that like, that subscribe and button and that bell button. Stay tuned every weekday for new videos of the 90s vlog. And you can follow me on Twitter at 90s Guy Tom. You can follow Kevin on Twitter at 90s Guy Kev. You can follow both of us on Instagram at the 90s Guys. And with that, you'll see me next time. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Boo!